Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. We doing trust. We doing the code language on trust. So y'all know we always start the code language off by checking the actual book definition of the word. So we're gonna talk about trust, firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. I'll read that one more time. The definition of trust: firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So that's the definition of trust. So the code language for trust, by definition, because I was gonna let y'all know. So by definition, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So by that definition, I don't know if I necessarily still feel the same that I felt before I started to dive into this. The reason why is because we don't necessarily use trust in a societal format. We don't really use it by that definition. It's much more, it's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Than that definition encompasses. So let's talk about it from the framework of the actual use of it and not just the definition of it. When it comes to trust, I'm gonna let you know, like, I don't trust anybody 100%. I trust humans to be humans, and humans are fickle. They're ever evolving, they're ever changing. Some grow, some get smaller. You know what I mean? Some grow, some shrink. You know what I mean? Some stay the same. You know what I mean? Humans are a lot of different ways. And the thing about us is none of us come with a remote control or a joystick or anything like that. You can only control yourself. You can't control another person. So like when it comes to trust, I can honestly say I don't operate out of like a trust system. I operate more out of reality than I do out of trust. Like, you know, I don't necessarily blind myself, because trust can be blinding. Trust can have you having, you know, blind faith in somebody who doesn't deserve it. And then that's never going to end right for you, regardless of what the relationship is: friendship, romantic, homies, brothers, parents. It don't really matter, you know? And then, you know, like, I'm not really with shit that had you being naive, if that makes sense. So there's a few things, but we'll stay on trust. But I'm not really with locking in on something that's going to have me out here naive. Like, anytime, like, for example, if I hear a dude that say some shit like, oh, my girl would never do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you naive. And listen, maybe you have one of the rare kind, but is it healthy for you to put yourself in that space? Probably not. I'll be real with you. You better off having a clear understanding that humans are capable of a lot of shit. And when I say a lot of shit, that means good and bad. So I trust people to be people. I don't necessarily put too much stock in, you know, I measure people's intentions more than I measure their actions. Like, you might do some shit, but not necessarily be having malicious intent. You might have good intent and bad approach. Or you might have good intent and bad methods, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might take a bad approach or whatever the case may be. So I really measure people's intentions more than I measure anything else. But as far as trust, I'm not running around here trusting people. What's y'all philosophies on trust? I would love to hear it. But the most I trust a human being is like 99%. I'm still going to leave 1% for you to be a human and do some fuck shit in my brain. You know what I'm saying? And then if that's the case, then it's just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do I think I'm a trustworthy person? It depends on what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, whether or not I'm trustworthy, because what is it? Like, trusting me with information, you could trust me not to share it. Don't trust me to remember it, though. I might forget. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I have a bad memory. It's just, if the information is your business and it's not my business, I'm going to forget. I don't be remembering other people's business and shit. Chris Dale said same. Yeah, I don't remember other people's business. So like, somebody called me to vent about like whatever, they significant other, their relationship with their family, whatever, and shit like that. Like, it's a high probability that I'm not going to recall a lot of what you said in a week. It's just what it is. I'll be a vent though. Like, I'll let you talk and shit, but I'm not retaining that information, not unless it's pertinent to our relationship. Like, if I need to remember this shit for said reasons, then yeah, I'll commit it to memory. But for the most part, like, if somebody need to vent, I'll just let them talk and shit. And if they want like sound advice or just another perspective, I'll offer what they want. But Yeah, you could trust me with information, but like, can you trust me? Can you trust me to love you unconditionally? No, you can't trust me to do that. My shit got conditions. You fuck me, if you fuck me, it's gonna be fuck you for sure. For sure. All day long. And twice on Tuesday. Chris Dale said dictionary, Bible, thesaurus. What, that's what you got trust in? The dictionary, the Bible, and the thesaurus? You trust in words? Is that what you're saying, Chris? But yeah. But as far as the actual definition of trust, though, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. I have trust for people, a level of it, but like complete trust is almost like unconditional love. Like, is it a real thing, and who gets it? You know what I mean? Like, how many women just wholeheartedly trust their husbands? Like, wholeheartedly. When he's not around, they not worried about shit. How many? Like, if they just was going to be honest for a day, how many men wholeheartedly, 100%, my wife would never? I don't know if that's a real thing. You can't even trust your kids. You can give them all the advice, tell them exactly how to move, tell them the circumstances, tell them the type of people they're going to run into, and they'll still go outside and fuck up a couple times and learn the hard way. Like, you wholehearted trust, like, is that? I don't even know if that's a thing, but I say that I do think that trust is important to a degree. I just don't think we should trust to a point where you're naive. I'll say that in closing. So as the thought said, facts. 333. What up, bro? Welcome to the chat. Yeah. So that's the code language for today. Trust. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a cash app. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.